Lamar was having some fun or, enjoying himself. Whether people like doing that, that's your interpretation.
Yeah.
But Brad, can we play that clip on what was happening there?
Yeah. So Lamar Jackson posted on Instagram that he had a ton of dip in his jaw, and the Pat McAfee show caught on to it, and so they reacted to it, and I want us to react to them on the other side.
Lamar Jackson has continued to evolve as a professional athlete and a professional quarterback this year.
Yes.
Everybody knows he's a little bit lighter. He came back a little bit lighter. He's looking to be faster, more explosive, I guess, is why he lost his weight. And he's not a guy that takes massive hits. So like the extra body weight to maybe protect himself, seemingly maybe just slowing him down a little bit. How is that even possible? We don't know because how fast he is. Sure. But now he's got Derrick Henry, Patrick Ricard, an entire setup in the offensive line, Mark Andrews, and likely a tight end. He should be protected pretty well. It's going to be hard to get a good shot on Lamar Jackson. He is lighter, and also
new secret weapon.
That's Chad. He put an entire tin in his lip. So that means he's been doing this for a while. You don't just fall to this particular amount of chaw in your mouth. And the entire internet, at least a portion of the internet, was like, well, this is what's going to do it. He is now a Super Bowl champion quarterback. Ty, I think you fell into that portion of the internet for a bit. Why is this such a big deal for some people on the internet?
I don't know. It's just when a guy like that, when he unlocks chaw, I mean, so there's two schools of thought. It's either he's been doing this for a while and he is this guy loves chaw. That's one option. Or it's, this ain't shit. I'm going to put a fucking bowling ball in my lip. And then 20 minutes later, he was spinning so fucking hard that he was laying in the back of the meeting room and probably puked. But I tell you what, you guys would know more than I would. Usually, I think people just assume it's like, you see guys chawing, that's white offensive linemen. That's about it. Those are the only people that chaw. But
that's not true.
AP.
That's not true. There's country boys everywhere.
Exactly. AP used to play with a fucking massive chaw, and I can't imagine running the football. I mean, that guy has swallowed more chew spit than maybe anyone else on the face of the. I mean, he'd run for an 80-yard touchdown, come off on the sideline, pop his helmet off, and it's like, holy shit, he's got an entire tin in his mouth right now. I mean, it's just crazy, but it takes you to a next level. It certainly can.
Now, obviously.
So anyways,
next level.
Lamar Jackson with the chaw. Do you think it was just the dip in a can, or was it like the pouch, right? Like of just like straight up tobacco.
It almost even looked fake to me at some point here. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's almost like you can just put your tongue and make it seem like, you know what I mean, Kev?
I don't know. I mean,
but also you could also just throw in a fucking huge piece here. Sorry for my language. Sorry, it's rated PG, Kevin,
pause.
Right?
Yeah, thank you for your
pause.
I will say, I like that we're officially at the point of the offseason where the headline on ESPN was Lamar Jackson ripping a massive lip. Like, that's where we are in the NFL offseason.
It's only going to get worse from here.
They literally, like, one of the top stories for Pat McAfee was Lamar Jackson is ripping a lip. Like, that's where we are in the offseason. Voluntary stuff. Like, everything is, I think Pat Ricard actually just put out a tweet about it. He's like, it feels like summer break. Like, they're done with all the mandatory stuff, and now it's like they have a few weeks off. So we're going to get the wildest just stories like that make you go,
I'm here for it. I mean, OG Angler says long cut. Yeah. So my pop, rest in peace. He had the Levi Garrett, the long chew like that. He just pull out leaves of tobacco and just shove that shit, just chew it all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's a man's man. Lamar Jackson has now become a man's man.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll be honest, guys. That's one thing in baseball I never got into.
Did you ever try it?
Never tried it.
Really?
Never
I would have at least tried it and been like, no, it's not for me.
I never tried it. It was mainly just because, I guess.
Well, they don't let you do it anymore in the dugouts, right?
No. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Yeah,
well,
okay.
We had the dip police in the minor leagues, which occasionally someone would come into your locker while you were playing and would check your locker if you had dip. And guys, then
I just know they were hall monitors as a kid.
There
God,
was. Dude, I swear, there are people that would come in there, and if they caught it, then you would have to be put on a program. Like you would have to go through a program.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it wasn't like every time. So that's when like coaches were like, hey, no dipping. But okay, if you're going to dip, don't be an idiot. Don't leave your shit out.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
essentially that they said.
Yeah.
And some guys did get banged for it, but you tell me in the big leagues, you can just see it. It never went away. We're trying to clean it up. They're grown men. They can make their choices. You understand the ramifications and circumstances. That's not me condoning it. You make your own decisions, right? They're grown men. And I think that's what it turned out to, like, hey, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Have a good time. You know,
just another quantum wave fund. Yeah, tobacco. I never heard of such a thing. We're gonna put you on rehab for tobacco.